The first episode of Season 2 starts with a shocking flashback. My sister Sarah has completely lost control. She's in a fit of rage, and when our friends Marifer and Lucia try to calm her down, she violently attacks them. It's a horrifying scene as she swipes a knife at Marifer and kicks Lucia down the stairs. The situation is surreal as Rodolfo, our friend, picks Sarah up, and she suddenly acts normal. It's as if nothing happened, and she's off on holiday with the Lascano family. I can't help but feel a deep sense of unease as I look through her notebook in the present day, realizing that I failed to see how disturbed my sister truly is. As I've suspected since the end of the first season, there's more to Sarah than meets the eye, and it becomes clear that this series is more than just a murder mystery. I decide to visit the medical center to get some answers. I inform the doctor that Sarah was murdered 18 years ago, followed by the death of my mother just 8 months later. After reading my sister's notebook, I'm aware that she had been a patient of this doctor and required psychiatric therapy. The doctor reveals to me that Sarah had paranoid schizophrenia, shedding light on her troubled mind. I'm left wondering why my mother never disclosed this truth to me, and the doctor explains that she was threatened, and my sister was a dangerous sociopath. It wouldn't be surprising if the murderer felt threatened as well. I'm more determined than ever to find the answers, and I can't help but get worked up, but Elisa, my friend, tries to calm me down. My conviction remains strong that someone from the Lascano family was involved in cutting the rope on the boat. In a series of flashbacks, we see Elroy on the verge of cutting the rope on the boat, but he's distracted by Nicandro. In the present day, Elroy confides in Mariana about the need to confess, specifically about the rope-cutting incident, but he never gets the chance. Meanwhile, Elisa suggests the unsettling possibility that Sarah might have taken her own life as an act of revenge. However, our conversation is cut short when Elisa notices someone outside my house. We rush outside, but there's no one to be seen. The revelation that Elroy didn't cut the rope on the boat raises even more questions. Who did it, and why? It feels like we're back to square one. In another set of flashbacks, we see Kima meeting me and Sarah for the first time at Nicandro's home. Sarah appears visibly nervous around Nicandro, and it's unclear why, but it becomes evident that Nicandro will play a significant role in Season 2. He offers Sarah cocaine in the bathroom, claiming it's free for girls like her. In the present day, I'm still anxious because there's a corpse in my yard, and this person was killed before I went to prison. I fear the judge won't believe my story due to my ex-convict status, and I'm more desperate than ever for answers. Sometimes, the right time to have a conversation with someone is hard to find. I believe I need to talk to Rodolfo, especially given the recent events and the revelation that his father impregnated his partner. I decide to have a private conversation with Rodolfo, revealing Sarah's psychiatric issues and trying to understand if drugs played a role in the events that unfolded. Rodolfo becomes furious and kicks me out, but he makes it clear that he loved my sister. As a result of the corpse in my yard, I'm now under police surveillance, and a 6-month investigation is underway. Unfortunately, the examiners can't find a DNA match for the skeleton, and they only know that the victim died from a single headshot wound. Elisa comforts me but informs me that her dream job at a university in Spain expects her to start as soon as possible. I don't want her to leave, but I encourage her to pursue her dreams. She's torn, not wanting to leave me behind, and I assure her that I'll do everything in my power to avoid returning to jail. In a shocking flashback, Lucia confides in the doctor about Sarah's dark origins, revealing that she was conceived because of a rape. She's determined to keep this information confidential and discloses her father's history of abuse and mental illness. It's a painful revelation that I do not share the same father as Sarah. Lucia points out that Sarah has the same eyes as her father, and she constantly sees him in her. Sergio and Cesar head to an amusement park late at night to meet me. Suddenly, one of the rides starts, and I use the speakers to inform them that a drone is recording their every move. I make it clear that any action they take will be in the media, and the police will intervene. Sergio suggests negotiation, but Cesar shoots down one of the drones, refusing to be manipulated. A bin explodes, scattering papers, which turn out to be copies of Cesar's bank records. I make a daring escape, fooling Cesar and restraining him before fleeing. In a tragic turn of events, I lead Cesar towards a bomb, but Elisa arrives, worried about me. She heads towards the bomb, and a massive explosion occurs. After that intense opening, Episode 2 unfolds with new challenges in Season 2. It doesn't start with the aftermath of the explosion. Instead, it begins with my discovery of the corpse in my yard, accompanied by the looming fear of returning to jail. Elisa does her best to reassure me and promises to find a good lawyer. She recommends Lorenzo, though he's not thrilled about it due to his ongoing break with Kima, but he reluctantly agrees. Elisa also informs Kima that Sara is even more dangerous than we initially thought. Lorenzo offers some comfort, assuring me that if the prosecution can't prove my guilt, they can't imprison me. It's a bittersweet reassurance, considering I was wrongly accused of murder 18 years ago. Episode 2 revisits the ending of Episode 1, where I'm planning my confrontation with Caesar at the amusement park. The episode then shifts to my coordination of the plan from home, contacting my prison acquaintance and setting up bombs. While en route to the amusement park, the examiners provide me with the chilling news that the corpse belongs to a man between 40 and 45. Unbeknownst to me, Elisa is following me in a taxi. The episode revisits the amusement park events, but this time from Elisa's perspective. She believes I'm in grave danger, completely unaware that this is all part of my carefully crafted plan. Sergio eventually finds Elisa, and she questions why her father has a gun. In a desperate move, Elisa races towards the bomb, but I manage to save her in the nick of time. We both collapse to the ground and she urges me to run because if her father finds me, he will kill me. Despite her injury, I have no choice but to flee. Cesar rushes Elisa to the hospital. Meanwhile, Mariana pays a visit to Elroy in prison and decides it's time to say goodbye for both their sakes. She bluntly tells him that he should have killed Sara, injects him with a drug, and condemns him as a monster, yet believes God will embrace him. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Elroy flatlines quickly and passes away. Outside the hospital, Mariana crosses paths with Rodolfo, who expresses his desire to visit Elroy. She reveals that she once witnessed Sara kissing Nicandro, shedding light on Clara's hidden agenda. Clara advises Kima not to dwell on Lorenzo's departure, and in an unexpected turn, they share a kiss. She reminds him of his past claim of being bisexual and admits her feelings for him, but Kima hesitates and withdraws from the conversation. Later, he confides in Clara about his feelings of loss regarding Lorenzo. She assures him that they are alone together now, and presents him with a As I drive away from the amusement park, Cesar's words echo in my mind. I saved your sister's life. It's a frustrating enigma that has consumed my thoughts. I'm driven by an insatiable need for the truth, and it's tormenting me. What did Cesar mean? The same question is likely tormenting the audience as well. Meanwhile, Elisa is recovering, albeit with burns. Cesar is livid, wondering why Elisa was at the amusement park. Sergio warns him that the ministry is under audit, with Alex threatening to publish all their information. Sergio drops the bombshell that Elroy is dead, leaving Cesar in shock. Frustration boils over for Cesar as he grapples with the situation, leading to a confrontation with Sergio. Sergio reminds him that no body was found at the amusement park explosion, implying that their most formidable enemy is still at large before walking away. In the midst of this chaos, Rodolfo argues with his mother, expressing his dismay at her indifference to her husband's affair with his partner. In the shadows, I manage to sneak into the hospital and check up on Elisa. In a series of flashbacks, Marifer reassures Sara that her mother loves her. But moments later, Sara catches a glimpse of her mother outside a psychiatric facility. She believes she's being committed, slaps Marifer in the face, and vehemently denies her own insanity. Marifer goes on to spy on Lucia, and discovers she's visiting a patient named Abel Martinez Osorio. In the present day, Marifer delves into researching Abel, adding another layer to the growing mystery. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest content. You can also give us a thumbs up if you liked what you saw.